For more than 3 decades, they've helped change the sound of rock music. British band The Cult have dedicated fans throughout the world, have sold millions of albums, and yet some local fans are still surprised to hear of the lead singer's deep Ontario connections.
Actually, when I moved to Hamilton, my father encouraged us, my sister, my brother, he said, here we are in a new country. Let's get into why don't you try some of the local sports, regional sports? So my brother played baseball. I think my sister was figure skating, and I ended up playing, for some reason, football. But they put me on an offensive line. I used to just get trashed every week. I just didn't understand what the point was of the game. Where I was getting these guys who were like 150 pounds bigger than me, flattening me. Because our dripping wet was about 100 pounds, and I was the weedy kid, so I was getting flattened and really hated it. My father kept me going. Said, "No, you got to try and ingratiate yourself into the culture."
I'm curious to know, your time in Hamilton, did it influence your musical taste at all?
I think it had to. I mean, now in retrospect, it was. I think being coming from the UK at the time, I kind of came with a handful of records. One of them was Bowie's Life on Mars. We didn't have as much access in the UK at the time to music, but coming here and it's like all of a sudden it's FM radio, where they're playing entire album cuts, or being in Hamilton when Pink Floyd played in '75, going down with my brother to collect bottles at Idlewind Stadium, and seeing the airplane crash into the stage when they're doing Shine On You Crazy Diamond. So yeah, huge music culture in Canada, and then going back to the UK. With kind of some of those experiences.
Now, if it surprised you that Ian actually grew up in Hamilton, another fun fact he told me is that he actually used to sew all of his outfits he wore on stage. Lindsay Dunn, City News, Toronto.